Hello and welcome to the Pod Awakens live watch through here of the Phantom Menace. My name is Jordan, and with me on this journey through the greatest prequel of all time for Star Wars is Ron and Chris. How are you today, Ron?
You know I'm fired up, baby. This is my favorite Star Wars movie. So I am rocking, rolling, and ready to go here.
And Chris, how are you today, Chris?
I'm fine. Trying not to cough too much. I've had no luck with that lately. It's been pretty bad. But I will tell you, this is going to be interesting because I haven't seen the Phantom Menace in so long.
We obviously can't share the screen of it here, but what we will be doing is we have a timer in the top right corner here that'll tell you how far we are in the movie if you happen to join us late. If you're listening to the podcast version, we're going to count it down and press play all at the same time so that way you can follow along with us if you're just listening to it on the podcast afterwards.
We will be watching the Disney Plus version as well. I don't know. I don't think that makes any difference between that and if somebody owns the physical copy or whatever. But just to make that known as well.
Yeah, I don't think so because that's what I was wondering. But there is no. They still have the Fox intro on the Disney Plus, so nothing has been cut or removed from what I see here.
Wait.
They probably legally have to have the Fox intro in there.
Yeah.
They own Fox now. They could probably do whatever they want.
Yeah, they could now. They could, yeah.
All right. So I guess any thoughts before we jump in here? What we're excited to see, Ron. The last time you watched Phantom Menace was what, last week?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So honestly, just kind of excited because usually it's just, me watching it before bed or whatever. So it'll be nice to have an audience here and be able to talk about some of the things that I really enjoy about this movie and why I think it's so good and massively overrated or massively overhated and underrated.
There you go. I was going to say overrated. I don't think anybody rates this, unfortunately.
I got a tattoo of that, MF. Come on
now. And Chris, you said you haven't seen this in a while. You said as a teenager, so you're really looking forward to this.
Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest with you. I didn't love it when I was a kid. I'm hoping I like it more now. I'm trying not to be the contrarian. I really enjoy episode 3, and episode 2 has parts of it that are really awesome. The whole pod racing thing, and
it's awesome.
Just didn't do it for me back in the day. But you know what? Now that I got more into Star Wars, really looking to dive into Qui-Gon Jinn and all that good stuff. So, because after that, it's all Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yeah, I don't know when we'll do the watch along of Attack of the Clones because that's my least favorite. So I'm kind of don't know if I want to get through that right now.
Yeah.
But this one, no, I've talked about it on here a lot. It's my favorite prequel. It usually says Revenge of the Sith, but for me, it is this one. I love the state galaxy in the pre-Empire days and the pre-Clone Wars. Just seeing them at the height. So. Mm-hmm. All right. Now I got to figure out the best way to do this here is, do we know when the crawl starts? Can anybody kind of fast forward to that real quick?
Oh, I was going to say, can I tell you off the top of my head? Not a chance. I love this movie, but not that much. Yeah.
Okay. It looks like 29 seconds is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So
I got that at 24 seconds. So
oh, you do?
Yeah. 20.
Okay. Hold on. Let me full screen.
29 seconds for me is the Star Wars logo.
Oh, okay. Okay. So 13 seconds I have the Lucasfilm logo.
Yeah, we are up to a hot start. Yeah, so do I.
Okay.
So I'm at 13 seconds.
Let me click start. It hits seconds. I have to press play on the on the thing. because I can't enter in on the stopwatch, so I have to like match this pretty darn well. So,
Okay.
listeners, if you're listening along, watchers, if you're watching along, we're getting ready to press play. Hit, well, if you're listening, play when I say press play, but I'm pressing play when it hits 15 seconds because I have skipped ahead 15 seconds.
Okay,
So-
now let me get to 15 because I was at 13. Now I'm at 16. There I'm at 15.
Jesus. We are off the rails, bro.
13. Sorry, I am at
Why
13.
did we not just all start at 0?
Because
That would make sense.
you guys can. I just need to be able to jump in because I can't press this and the play button at the same time. So that's my
Oh.
problem I'm running into.
Dude, let's just start it at 0, and you can start it like just
Yeah.
we're making like third level geometry out of basic math here. Let's
Yeah.
just-
Third level geometry?
dude,
All right.
I'm horrible at math. That's why I didn't finish college. Leave me
Is
alone.
everybody at 0?
Yes.
I'm at 0.
Okay. Listeners and watchers, we are pressing play in 3, 2, 1, play.
20th Century Fox presents.
Iconic opening to a film.
Hell yeah, you get that in the Lucasfilm.
All right.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
All right, Emperor Palpatine.
Somebody turn theirs down just a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? That's probably me. Better?
Yep.
Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic. Taxation of trade routes to
The
outlying
taxation
star-
of trade routes to outlying
dispute.
star systems
Yeah,
is in
there you go.
dispute. Hoping to resolve the matter with a blockade of deadly battleships, the greedy Trade Federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo. While the Congress of the Republic endlessly debates this alarming chain of events, the Supreme Chancellor has secretly dispatched 2 Jedi Knights, the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy, to settle the conflict.
Gee, I wonder who they could be.
Wonder who. That was my little Clone Wars recap impression.
Tom
for
Kane.
everybody out there.
Tom Kane impersonation.
In the galaxy.
Are you ready to rumble?
I gotta say, dude, I love watching early 2000s like sci-fi movies and stuff, and especially Star Wars. Like, and the VFX, it's like just kind of uncanny valley. It's like, yeah, it's there, but it feels kind of off compared to what we have now, and it just adds to the charm. I feel like.
I think this is the one that probably holds up the best effects wise, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Out of the 3. Because they did use a lot of models. A lot of people confused and think that they don't do this.
Who are these tall drinks of water? Oh no, Liam Neeson. Run!
They have a very particular set of skills.
Elusive. I used to watch it so many times. I have like this whole opening like memorized.
Yeah. You are right, Master. The negotiations were short.
It's my favorite part.
Chris, I think your mic's picking up just a little bit of breathing there.
Sorry, dude.
It's that cold, man. I know it's killing you.
It's all the phlegm.
Nothing worse than not being able to breathe through your nose. I got addicted to Afrin for like 2 years because I couldn't take the feeling of it. But that's a whole different story for another day. This is your Phantom Menace commentary. This stunted slime in my sight again.
A great one.
Yeah. I will make it legal.
This is a favorite part of mine too. Shields.
Yeah. Whack! Lightsabers. Let's go.
This is a pretty cool scene.
Oh yeah. Flying through the door. Oh. Roger, Roger. Ooh. I always told y'all my favorite Star Wars is Zip Zappy lightsaber Star Wars. This, that, and this.
Another one of my favorite lines is coming up here when they say, "They're no match for droid dicas."
Yeah, droid dicas.
Still getting through.
So amazing. Ooh. The droid. These things were such a pain in the ass to play in the Phantom Menace video game for PS1.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
Oh my god.
The random speed force right there.
I love it, bro. And it never happens again. And no one ever
Yep,
references
they never
it.
do it again.
They literally just go flash. Chris, did you ever know that? It's just that one scene where I guess Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are Barry Allen. And it never, that's the only thing we ever get in reference.
It would be really helpful later if they could do that, but you know.
It would be. It would be.
Here's the line.
Negotiations, what show? Oh, you one-liner king, Ewan McGregor. Was this the movie that put Natalie Portman really on the map out there, or was she big before this?
She was 6 big before this.
She what?
I think she was 16 years old, so I don't think she was really big before this.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think back. Is there anything that I can remember her being in before? I mean, I was 7 when it came out, so.
I don't know.
that looks awesome.
Yeah.
That shot.
Naboo looks really great.
Ooh, yeah. Apologies for the noise in the background there, folks. Not sure what's going on with Chris. I think he's fighting the Joker at the moment, but he'll be back. He'll be back.
Invasion. Yeah, this was her first big budget production.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
I was fighting a cat.
Ah,
Cat was caught in the back room. It's like, crap.
got to get Selena Kyle out of there, man.
Panenka was always one of my favorite background guys, like minor characters.
Yeah, yeah.
He just disappears, never to be seen again.
Like every great side character does, or not even side character, whatever you like, NPC. Like, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Oh yeah, it's about to be Jar Jar time. Let's go.
I think the Jar Jar back in the day was the thing I just couldn't get with.
I don't know. I guess just because I was like, we were obviously very, very young when this came out. So like, if I had seen that for the first time when I was like 20, I can't sit here and say that maybe I wouldn't have a different opinion on it. But just because I saw it when I was so young, I don't think it bothered me. And then like as I grew up, because I loved the movie so much, it just continued to not. But like, I can understand the point of view for sure, especially like we won't get into like people saying it's offensive and all that stuff, and like we won't go all down that route. But yeah, so there was a lot of stuff with Jar Jar that was very questionable. But
like it just seemed like they were trying to make all the annoying choices. Like they should have had like 3 annoying choices and like 2. Oh, I love him for that.
I think they just wanted a goofy character that could sell toys, to be honest with you. But like,
he's a kid character. I mean,
yeah,
like 3PO was in the original trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief, sir. Prequels got pretty inventive with the lightsabers.
Yeah.
I like Obi-Wan not asking who's this. What's this?
It's like, all right, this dude's with us now. And who'd have thunk it? Years later, he'd go on to save Grogu in Order 66.
Liam Neeson with Jar Jar almost doesn't work. Like it almost works with Ewan McGregor, but Liam Neeson is Liam freaking Neeson.
It's even funnier when you just picture like Liam Neeson standing there talking to like nothing when they were filming it, and him just having to be like, "Well, what are you?" You know what I mean? Like,
He was really there though. Ahmed Best had the outfit on.
oh, really?
Yeah, from like the behind the scenes stuff. He's like wearing like a Jar Jar outfit.
Oh, wow! I did not know that.
I mean, I don't know if he's in every scene, but like that's what it looks like. If you watch the, totally recommend anybody watching like the special features for this afterwards called The Beginning. It's like the behind the scenes thing where you see George going through and like picking the designs for some of these things, and
like I've seen stuff like that, and I've seen a lot of the lightsaber training and stuff like that too. But like I've never.
I'll see if I can find the picture of Ahmed Best wearing this.
Yeah. Shout out to Ahmed Best too.
Very Atlantis vibe.
Because as we know, Ahmed Best will definitely be listening to this.
Oh, absolutely.
Would you say, by the way, like Atlantis vibes?
Yeah, it's got like this Atlantis vibes. Like it looks a lot like Aquaman, but
It
like
would,
with
yeah,
less money.
yeah. It reminds me, you know, it reminds me of Namor's place in Wakanda Forever.
Oh, there you go. Wakanda Forever was so damn good.
Yeah, it was. Just is what was it? We're like 5 days away from it being a year ago that it came out.
All right, here it is. I'm going to put it up on the screen real quick, but this is Ahmed Best
Oh, okay,
Oh, all right.
behind the scenes.
nice. So it's like kind of like half practical, half just
Well, you
Yeah,
gotta give them a
they
target.
inserted him over top of it pretty much.
yeah.
You gotta give them a target for the eyes, a reference point.
Yeah. I always love watching like the behind the scenes stuff for Marvel and seeing like Mark Ruffalo filming. He just got like a big stick hanging out of the top of his head with a picture of the Hulk on top of it.
Aqua Jabba the Hutt.
Symbiote Circle. What? Spider-Man crossover confirmed.
Saw some interesting fan videos of like Spider-Man and Darth Vader fighting on like TikTok and shit. And then they had one with Batman, and Batman's like pulling out a blue lightsaber and fighting Vader. It's pretty
Oh
awesome.
snap! That's dope.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Bad bombing.
Are you still hearing the breathing? I think it's my pug.
Occasionally.
A little bit, yeah.
All right.
It's not too bad.
Move the computer just to a little bit away.
Cool. Oh man.
Really an interesting scene, getting like a whole other side of Star Wars. So we've never really been underwater like this and seeing
Yeah.
these type of creatures.
Yeah, no, like to go this way, like right off the rip, it just set the tone. It's like, oh, okay, this is going to be much different than the Star Wars that I'm used to. And obviously, they just continue to go that route with Clone Wars and the movie, and obviously, I'm referring to the show in terms of just kind of opening up those doors that we were so curious about throughout the galaxy, coming out. I should say coming out of the original trilogy, but we were, this was our first Star Wars. But
Yeah,
for those people. Got some volume issues again there, Chris.
What's up?
TV was a little loud again.
I can't wait.
It's weird. It like comes in and goes.
All right, I can barely hear it, so I'm trying to
Gotcha.
balance. The dialogue is so quiet and the action is so loud, and it's like, why?
Yeah, yeah. That's why I do feel a little bad because like I just got it low with the subtitles on. I could probably quote the whole movie as I'm sitting here. So like it's not too bad, but I know this is the first time you've seen it in a while, and you want to be able to like hear it and such.
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can turn on the subtitles though.
Yeah, it's
If I can figure out how.
also for anybody out there who is or isn't listening to this, I don't know. If you came into this stream expecting it to be, us sitting here breaking down every single scene and oh look at this and that and this, we kind of this when we birthed this idea, it's more just kind of we want it to feel like you guys are just sitting here on the couch hanging out with us watching a movie. That's kind of the vibe we're looking for here.
Right.
So yeah, don't don't sit here and expect us to just go on and on for hours and fill the space to where you can't even hear the movie if you're watching. But yeah, just wanted to throw it.
Obi-Wan's not here for it. He's like, oh, you overdid it.
Oof. Get launched.
I feel like there's got to be a better way to get there.
Nope.
Want to get away?
Thanos' army heading towards Wakanda.
I think the grass is the only thing that kind of looks bad in this movie.
Yeah,
it's like the grass of that plains.
It was very like
carpet looking
computer desktop. Yeah.
Windows 95.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider on Windows 95.
Yeah.
The game just glitches. You're like, oh, I guess that's part of the gameplay.
There's like a whole nother scene after this that they cut right there. He like looks around and there's like a waterfall and they have to like get away from like the waterfall or something.
Wow, I oddly don't remember that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What did they? Was it just in the theatrical version?
No, it was like in a deleted scene on the DVD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that black outfit for Padme here, though.
One of my favorite characters too is C.O. Bibble here next to her. Again, don't know why. He's just. I was watching a episode of Poirot on it's like a BBC show, based off the Agatha Christie novels, and that actor showed up from like before Phantom Menace, and I was like, oh my god, that's C.O. Bibble! I was like freaking out.
Zip, zap.
Zip, zap, I was taking a bath.
It really is so cool how they were able to get Liam Neeson to do something like this, too. It's just like so Liam Neeson. And then obviously they get him to come back for the end of Obi-Wan. Like,
yeah,
it really helped. Like,
he came back for Clone Wars too, right? For voices?
I believe so. Yeah.
I kind of think Liam Neeson's down for a paycheck anytime he can get it. He's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah, but he's also like what I would consider a very serious actor. So like to get hit to like land him for this, like sort of legitimized, that these movies were, I mean, and again, they weren't received so great. And we all remember the revisionist history that so many people like to do on these prequels and act like they weren't hating on them at the time. But yeah, no, I say all that just to say that it added a lot of legitimacy having him in this movie. As if Star Wars needed it, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I think there's like a dark story behind why he started taking more jobs. Is like I think his wife passed away, and he started
Oh,
just
really?
doing more work, which is why like he, is in some of those movies that people don't care for at this point.
Mhm. Oh, damn.
Like even when he's in a bad movie, he's the best part in it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Although I saw this movie called The Gray, like with him in it. It's not good.
I love them asking like, "Where are you taking them?" after he just said it.
Yeah,
It's like, "Where are you taking them?" He's like, "To Coruscant." I just said that.
that sassy droid always cracks me up too. Really? No, you're under arrest.
Yeah. Does not compute.
Does not compute. I love just the two droid legs just walking around with no top.
I love that part.
So funny. Oh, I love that ship. It's so sleek. I had that toy when I was a kid. It was awesome.
All of Naboo's ships. I really like the
Yeah.
Naboo Starfighter the most.
Yes. Hello, boys.
Star Wars is like the only franchise that you can make like toys of even like all of these guys.
Mm.
I'm blanking on the pilot's name. Rick something. They have a toy of him. They have a
Yeah.
toy of Captain Fananka. You don't really see that with like Marvel having like a
No.
toy of like random guy. It'd be like having a toy of like the waitress from Avengers.
Yeah. Or like Bruce Campbell and Doctor Strange. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had to look it up. It was going to kill me. Rick Olay is
Rick
the guy's
Olay.
name.
Ole.
See, I resisted doing that, and you did it.
You can't take over our premise. They're the Hudson gangsters. If they discover that, you know they're criminal.
The Hutts aren't gangsters. That's a presumptuous stereotype.
I just love that all this stuff had to happen for them to find Anakin.
Yeah, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like this whole thing plays differently if they don't land on Tatooine.
There's so many things you can point to, like butterfly effect. It's like if that doesn't happen, if this doesn't happen.
What would have happened if they didn't find Anakin?
He would have just stayed probably as a slave. Yeah.
Here's your boy.
All right. Let's go.
The movie has begun.
This is also the first movie that solidifies Darth as a title. Really.
A moniker as opposed to just being Darth Vader's name. Yeah.
So you have Darth Sidious, Darth Maul, and Darth Vader, correct?
Darth Tyrannus as well.
Oh, there's
Okay.
Darth Plagueis. There's so many.
This is like ultimate fan service before fan service was a big thing.
Yeah. It's like you just happened to find R2D2.
And the way he said it was delivered for like the cheers.
Yeah. The pause. Yeah.
I love the weird transitions, like
It's very like
PowerPoint.
Yes, I was gonna say PowerPoint or like the first like ever video editor that came out. Yeah, but yeah, PowerPoint definitely. That's the vibes. And honestly, now it's just like kind of part of the Star Wars charm. Like I feel like they don't do it quite as much now. Like I feel like it's more just cuts now, but they'll throw one in there.
JJ did for sure for Force Awakens. He had some wipes.
Mm-hmm.
Ahsoka had some, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
That ship is pretty awesome.
Right?
Looks like something out of the Jetsons.
Yeah, literally.
He takes that to heart too.
Yeah.
The way he reacts when he's like, "It's a trick, send no reply." I'm like, man, he really listened to Qui-Gon pretty well there.
Mr. Qui-Gon said we can't send transmissions to anyone.
I think it's kind of weird that the lady there almost looks a little like Natalie Portman. Oh wait, never mind. I think it was a different character. I was like, man,
Never, because they I mean, I don't think I'm spoiling anything when I say it's the switcheroo.
So funny, it's her and Keira Knightley.
Yeah, yep. Two big time actresses. Yeah. You know, I don't think we have enough projects on Tatooine. I think we need some more of them.
this movie loves stereotypes.
Yeah, dude, they were just going crazy with them with these prequels. It's not good, but I mean, it's like it was a way different time, and that doesn't excuse it. Like but it just, I don't know. You got to just kind of understand that when you watch these old movies. It doesn't mean you're endorsing any of that or any of that kind of stuff.
Right.
Nobody got canceled over Star Wars back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, George was canceled. There's a whole movie called "The People versus George Lucas."
It just didn't work. Can't cancel.
Yeah, he just kept coming back.
Yep. The X cap is weird.
It's funny. I always think of Jake Lloyd from like Jingle All the Way.
Dude, me too. Oh man,
I love that movie.
So good. Put the cookie down. No.
we'll do a live commentary for Jingle.
Yes, for Christmas, dude. That would be hilarious. Oh man,
I'm down. I mean, why not?
Oh God, do I sense another podcast coming?
Jingle All the Way.
The
podcast.
Jingle All the Way cast.
A limited edition podcast.
Jingle All the Way, 365 days a year.
This time we're watching the one with director commentary.
And this time we're watching the one with Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh God, no. You cannot force me.
You know, Larry the Cable Guy was a Baltimore guy.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure he's from Baltimore. He used to call him 98 Rock before he was famous.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty sure I got that right. It's one of the blue collar guys. And
He's from
unfortunately, I think
Nebraska.
it's him.
He's from Nebraska.
What?
He's
He's
from Nebraska.
Oh, okay. One of the blue collar guys is from Baltimore. Sure, I remember that right.
No, he did used to be on a morning show here, but like he's not from here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely remember a 98 Rock thing.
It always tripped me out that Qui-Gon's Jedi mind trick didn't work on him.
Well, he's not weak-minded. He knows what he
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
No,
I
his
guess-
heart is just crusted.
Don't worry, Qui-Gon will cheat later by making the dice roll.
yes, he will.
What a cheater.
Oh, despicable.
Do you believe in love at first sight? Problematically.
They do.
Floating pears are coming.
Yeah.
Talk of sand. I hate sand.
And a whole lot of bad.
I love the Weird Al version of this too.
The
Have you
Weird
guys
Al
listened
version.
to? Yeah, listen
The
to
song?
Saga Begins. Yeah,
that it was a lot. It was what was it? It was American Pie, right?
yeah.
Bye, this here Anakin guy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really great, but like the music video is great. He wrote it all with like leaks, just hearing leaks about the movie, and then George let him watch it ahead of time to make sure it was all right and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ugh. Chuba.
Yeah, this is kind of stuff I could do without, to be honest.
I love the whistling. It's so like 1930s, like cartoon Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Hey there, kid.
Yeah. Bonk. Like, yeah. Is there anything to this, or are they just making noises? Like, did he ever actually establish a language?
It's
No.
not like Dothraki, I don't think. Where
Yeah,
they actually like come up with
yeah.
it, or
Yeah.
Elvish and Tolkien. I think it's
Yeah.
just made up.
Uh-huh.
It's not on Duolingo, so
Yeah.
Because what do they speak? Are they speaking Huttese?
I don't even, dude. I couldn't.
There's
I love.
gotta be a Star Wars fan who's gonna listen to this and say, "Oh my god, are you kidding me, Pete?"
I think they're definitely speaking Huttese, but I don't think that they've like actually like phonetic, like set up a real language about it.
Yeah. I just come on the show next week like taco nuka vagarito.
Liam Neeson's hair is freaking glorious.
I love his lightsaber design too. It's so cool. It's like so simple but so like perfect.
Is that Liam Neeson's real hair, or is that a wig?
Oh, that's a wig.
Like, I mean, Christian Bale like contorts his body in weird ways. I don't know what he's doing.
They need taller doors in Tatooine. On Tatooine.
It's got to be the worst part too when you're like finishing up doing something and then your son's like, "I'm home," and he's got like 3 people with him. And you're like, "God, now I gotta have company." Like, come on.
Out of just absolute nowhere. Oh yeah, skinless C-3PO.
I've just noticed this. The thing above 3PO is one of those like games, the scoop game with the ball.
Is it?
Yeah, like watch.
Oh snap! Yeah, I can
See
see
that
the
thing
top of
behind
it.
him?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
It's just one of those repurposed.
It really is. That's hilarious. I've never noticed that. I know 7-year-old Jordan was just in his glory watching that.
Love those two.
Yeah. Don't.
He's like, I gotta get in front of this. I can't even let them talk about it.
Don't even think about it. Oh yeah.
Now we're getting serious. Like, does he always have to have his hands out like that? Like, he's like, it's just always like this. Like, he doesn't know what to do with his hands. He has all this power, and he has no clue what to do with his hands.
He's got to watch where he puts those because of the electricity. He knows what he's doing.
Say, it's like Scott Summers, man. You got to keep those things covered. All right, Stephanie Tanner, Jar Jar.
I love the 90s.
Jar Jar throat game crazy. Oh god.
I love the 90s picture and like the Walmart plates.
Yeah. Like the plastic plates you talk about?
Yeah.
And they had all the different ones? Yeah, dude, I had those. Those were great, dude. Everything about the marketing and the rollout and like the
I'll be right back.
Okay. And the merchandise for this movie was just awesome. They killed it. When they came out with those little plastic lightsabers for the first time, or probably like yay big or whatever, the ones that fold out. Oh, dude, changed the game.
I had one of those.
Yeah, I had the Qui-Gon one. Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, it was everywhere. You couldn't escape it if you wanted to.
Yeah, it's how they got me. I've said on this show a few times, like my first ever introduction to Star Wars was being in a store with my dad and going by a bag of Lay's chips, and Darth Maul was on it. I was like, who is that dude? And what is he in? And like from there I was in, and that's why he's been literally my favorite ever since, because of a dumb marketing ploy on a Lay's potato chip bag.
Yeah. This is why I want David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan on like every bag of Lay's potato chips.
Yeah. You'll get little chubby kids all around America catching their eye and being like, who's that, Mom? Yeah. It really is so crazy, though. Like to Jordan's point, what he was saying before about like just the sequence of events and the butterfly effect with Anakin. It's like he loses this race, it doesn't happen. He doesn't lose his mother, this doesn't happen. There's just like so many, like everything had to happen exactly the way it did for Anakin to turn into Vader.
Such an innocent looking kid, too.
I know, right?
He's got the bowl cut and everything.
Yeah. He's like quintessential 90s kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what year did this movie come out?
99.
Yeah, I had a bowl cut back in the day.
Yeah, me too, bro. Everybody did.
Yeah,
That, and you did the another big one was the part down the middle, like Sean from Boy Meets World. That was another big one.
yeah, I didn't have the hair for that.
I did for like 2 years when I was a kid.
The bowl cut was actually perfect for me because like my hair didn't grow in any specific way. It was just there. My dog is having a dream. Are you guys picking up the sound from upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about it. Like the way sound is, literally, I
No,
usually,
it is what it is. It's fine.
yeah, I don't know what to do about it. So we decided to get all wood floors, so the sound just travels everywhere. Most professional live stream of all time.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hey.
Damn, I can hear every word from up there. I can't even hear the TV. It's like Star Wars was so against shirts. They were so against shirts. So like George Lucas is like the second we see a button-up shirt, it's over.
Well, no, you know, it's kind
Han
of
has a shirt.
yeah, and it's just sort of the vibe, you know what I mean? That they kind of set. It would feel weird seeing, you know, somebody in like Game of Thrones wearing a button down shirt, you know what I mean? It's just kind of the Add that to the number of times that I've referenced Game of Thrones on this Star Wars podcast.
I get it, but also like maybe you should try to free slaves whenever you
Also, yeah, I don't think those things have to be mutually exclusive to each
right.
other. Yeah.
Hey,
I'm very sorry, but you must continue to live in squalor. And now I'm going to take your son away from you too. But don't worry, your fate will be even worse after that. So just buckle up.
We've got Greedo right here. He's gonna die a terrible death later.
Mm-hmm.
Again, stuff I could live without.
Yeah, this is a little over the top. Like it makes me giggle now just because I'm like immature as hell, but it's yeah.
It's for the kids.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah.
My cousin ate it up as a kid.
Yeah.
We watched this one over and over again.
How old? What's the age difference between you guys? Was it like you were old later in life and watching it with him when he was younger?
He's 6 years younger than me, so not
okay.
Closer to 5 actually. 5 years younger than me.
Okay.
It's not too big, but he was 3 when this movie came out.
Oh, okay.
So he was at that age where he was watching this one a lot.
Yeah. Man, our generation was so cool growing up. We were watching like Star Wars and stuff. Now these kids be watching like Peppa Pig.
I know. I'm thinking like I'm bringing my kid home from the hospital when he's born, and it's like I'm putting in Spider-Man or something like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man or Spider-Man Homecoming, and I'm like, all right, kid, you're 1 day old.
Yeah. Indoctrination from day one.
Yes.
Absolutely. Without question. Everything in the room is going to be all superheroes and Star Wars and everything else.
I got both my niece and nephew Raven stuff from the second they were born.
There you go.
It's happening. My niece doesn't like football yet.
She'll get there.
Not sure she's going to get there. She's like Mickey Mouse. Come on.
I love this atmosphere, just Tatooine at night with all the huts glowing in the background and stuff.
Just think they're probably all slaves, though.
I know. Doesn't mean it can't look nice.
Cage-free slaves.
Oh, gosh.
Canceled.
More Darth Maul.
Yeah, buddy.
Ron was like, I needed it.
I was so bad. Yeah.
I love his strut.
He's just, everything about him is so epic, dude. I absolutely love his. I was just going to say, I absolutely love these droids too. More importantly, I love destroying them in Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order, doing the shooting the blasts back at.
They're annoying to me in that.
They don't really. Oh, I love killing those things.
I love all the variation of different kind of creatures and people.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things about Star Wars.
Yep.
That's why it's amazing that some of the fan base is so close-minded, because you got every kind of life in Star Wars.
Yeah. Put it on DraftKings. Anakin plus 400.
I mean, he is the chosen one.
Yeah. Well, in this race, he was big underdog.
I love anytime they have to change the name of something. It's not a dice; it's a chance cube. You know?
Yeah. Cheater, pumpkin eater.
You got to take him to Canto Bite with you so you can win some stuff.
Yeah,
Qui-Gon. Come on,
seriously. Man. Just get loaded, become super rich.
He looks so weak and like non-threatening. I just like running the whole time.
Yeah, well, I think that was definitely by design. It just makes it so much more jarring what he ended up becoming. Of course.
You never want to race. Well, not exactly. Not even finish.
This is me at the first day of like every job that I've ever had.
And that's the guy that hired you? Of course
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah. All that stuff I said on my resume, it's it's not true. But I'm great for the office.
Greg Proops here from Whose Line Is Anyway doing the
Yeah.
announcing.
A big turnout from all corners.
I'm just picturing him in his suit with like the green screen behind him from Whose
Yeah.
Line, like doing it.
Those glasses, yeah. Wow, this is really great.
I do like the two-headed guy. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh, so it is Huddies that they're speaking. I just saw it on the.
Did say it on the screen.
Oh,
I like that guy. He looks so like British.
he did.
The way he was all like bowing and stuff.
He got old Dudbolt. It's got to be so cool for those people who are just like in that split-second crowd shot. It's like they could just go back to this movie anytime and be like, "Hey, kid, guess what? I was in Star Wars."
They probably have an action figure too.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, crowd member number 4. The Pod Racer toys were cool as hell as a kid too.
He's a little young to be like pod racing.
That's all right. Tatooine's not a very law-centric place.
No child labor laws.
Yeah, as we can see, yeah. Whoa. I do really feel bad for him though. Like all the shit he got
Yeah.
and like just the turn it took with his life and stuff. Like definitely didn't deserve it.
All the people that Star Wars fans
Yeah,
get on.
Ahmed Best, yeah.
Ahmed Best,
Go
Kelly
ahead, Liz.
Marie Tran. I mean, like, it causes all these people to just really leave social media or whatever. What do we think of Jabba here?
He's not fat enough.
He's all right. Yeah,
He's
what
got
do
his
you mean?
wife with them, I guess.
Yeah, he's just chilling. He's good.
Needs to be slimier.
I wonder if nowadays they'd be like, oh, a cameo of Jabba.
Yeah. What fan service? That's all Star Wars has anymore.
It's been the story since '99. All right.
You know, if you look close enough, you can see Glub Shitto in the crowd.
Man, they're really revving their engines.
Yes, sir.
There's Warwick Davis.
Ugh. Just Ozzy's that thing.
And they are off almost exactly an hour into the movie.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It was
I
like
never
59,
noticed that until-
58.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, no. Poor Bug's Life over here.
He does kind of look like Heimlich a bit in the face.
Yeah. I love how this was like futuristic and unrealistic back in the day, just having this thing that you could hold in front of your face and watch.
Yeah, they were the first tablet kids, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Like, dude, I ate this up as a kid and still do to this day. It's like,
I wasn't big on the pod racing as a kid.
really?
Yeah, this was a scene I would skip usually.
Oh, wow.
I'd almost go all the way to I would almost go all the way to the Darth Maul Naboo entrance.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sometimes, just to like,
Yeah. if
I'd be
you're
like,
just-
give me to the action. So a
Yeah,
lot of my
yeah,
times I would watch the beginning scene and then the like chapter, then go all the way to
Yeah.
the doors opening up.
yeah. I don't need to watch Anakin just be like, but I don't want to leave, Mom.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I know he wins.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
appreciate it more now, but
Yeah. On the flip side of the droids we were talking about before, this part is fun as hell to play in the PS1 Phantom Menace.
yeah.
I think I had like 3 copies of that thing by the time it was all said and done.
Really?
Like, just because as a kid, I was horrible at taking care of my games.
Mm.
So I would they would just be sitting on top of my plate. And like back in those days, it was like one scratch you were kaput. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Star Wars pit stops.
So funny the droid survived that.
I know. I will say I love those little guys. I forget off the top of my head what their race is called. The little blue that we saw there with the eyes, with the black eyes.
The little things that he eats.
Right there on the left. Yeah.
Gentlemen, I will be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget what they're called, but like they were always kind of like my favorite Star Wars like NPC species.
Mm.
What was it Rebels or Clone Wars where they save like the baby one?
For which creature was it?
It was the one it's like the one that's cheering for Anakin. He's blue. He's got like the ears that kind of come up like this, the beady black eyes.
Like the Greedo one?
Yeah, okay, Greedo, maybe that's
Yeah, like the Rhodians? Yeah, that's what they're called.
Yeah.
I think it was Rebels. I'm not sure.
I thought it was Rebels too.
That guy's voice. Arr!
I gotta say, I do love how like I don't love, but it's just funny how like everyone in the crowd is just human, but like
But
every
they hate
other,
the human.
yeah. It's like
I like
we
this
ain't,
thing.
we ain't paying. Yeah, this thing's dope.
Magnet,
Gotcha,
I guess.
bitch.
I don't know.
Yeah. It is a little long. I will give you that. The pod racing scene, like it
Yeah.
probably could have been wrapped up, but it is
It was showcasing the technology at that point, really.
exactly. Yeah.
I like the sound too of that one that's like choo, 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 choo.
Yes.
It's the Bulbas, I guess.
Yep. And the third lap. Here we go.
I mean, we're really only 6 minutes into this scene.
Yeah,
It feels longer.
It does. It does feel longer.
My glorious return.
Hey.
But that's the shortcut. If you play Lego Star Wars, that's the shortcut.
Yeah. Did they ever do anything at Disney like a pod racing thing like this?
No.
No, they totally should at Galaxy's Edge.
The closest is if you ride Star Tours, you can end up in the middle of this.
Oh, okay.
Like, in a simulator.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's pretty sick. That's kind of along the lines of what I was thinking.
Yeah, yeah. It's just not its own, it's a randomized
Oh,
collection
okay.
of things.
Gotcha.
Because they've added stuff from like the sequels, they're adding Ahsoka stuff in it and all that kind of stuff where, they there's like always a different beginning, a different middle, and a different end, pretty much. So.
Oh, okay. And is that all like? Is it all Star Wars stuff, or is it all different? Oh, cool. It's called Star Tours.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to look that up.
Look it up on like YouTube. You might be able to see some. It is like a 3D attraction too, so I don't know how good it looks on some of that stuff. But
yeah, yeah.
Like one of the end scenes is Naboo, so that's cool. And you have like the starfighters next to you. They have like the Jango Fett Geonosis area where like the sonic bomb type thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna need your whole itinerary, man, when I go down there next year.
And the good thing is that ride usually doesn't have a long wait. So.
Oh, good.
I haven't been down there since I was in second grade.
I've literally never been.
I've gone there so many times. And I lived there and I worked there. So.
It's just so damn expensive.
Yeah. The cheat code is get an annual pass and then go like 5 days, 7 days, and it makes it worth it pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh. What an adrenaline rush for a kid like that. You're like, that's going to be like the best moment of his life.
Yeah, for real.
This guy
Gotta
grows
get
up and
close
kills
early.
a bunch of people.
Huh?
I said this guy grows up and kills a bunch of people. Let's not forget that, all right?
So sweet.
All of the men, all of the women, and the children.
The children, I slaughtered them like animals.
Bring the box to the main hangar. I'll come by your shop later on so you can fix the book. You can't have it. It wasn't a fair bet.
About to get yoked up against this wall. What you mean it wasn't a fair bet?
Take it.
Kai go on. Kai
Kaiguan.
nodding, and like bowing like that when he just pretty much got exactly what he wanted by strong arming Watto.
Yeah.
This guy's so funny. It's like, as you say, thank you.
Ewan McGregor looks so damn young in this.
I know, it's crazy, dude.
He was.
Dude, he was, yeah.
I think he's gotten handsomer with age.
He was 26 when they were filming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he definitely went like Tom Brady, though. He definitely got more handsome when he got older.
Tom Brady looks like he got some work done, though. I don't know if
Yeah.
Ewan's fine, like aged like Paul Rudd-esque, you know.
Yeah.
You know who had the big glow up was Joe Flacco. Flacco, you know, buzz cut, looks like he just comes out of the dorm, and then all of a sudden the hair's rizzed up. And
by the time we won the Super Bowl, he looked great.
Yeah, I was gonna say for those out there, Joe Flacco is from the planet Naboo. He's a character.
They have an action figure of him too.
Yeah.
you know, I gotta football it up.
Huh?
You know, I gotta football it up.
Oh, for sure.
Is she free too?
Like literally, just take her, dude. Like.
I think they're supposed to have like bombs implanted in them, so they can't.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like the Force can take care of that.
Should be able to.
I mean, the Force can do a lot of things.
It does feel like, though, like, and maybe this is just me, but it, like, the Force has like progressively gotten portrayed as stronger and stronger. Would you say that?
Yeah,
in terms of, like the capabilities and what it can do, like especially once we get into like animated stuff. Like I feel like that's when it really starts to like kick up in terms of Force capabilities and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah, it depends. I feel like where it feels the strongest is always video games. When you have Star Killer pulling a Star Destroyer out of the sky.
Yeah.
You know? Or even some of the stuff you can do in Jedi Survivor that maybe feels a little bit more like a guy like Cal Kestis wouldn't be able to do in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted on some of that stuff because it's like sometimes they portray it more in some of the newer stuff, but sometimes it's not, you know. Like when you see Sabine being able to
Yeah,
use it
yeah,
without much
exactly what my
training.
mind.
So
Yeah,
I'm
guess it's
always
just
down
all
for
a matter
new
of-
force abilities though, like the force healing I liked.
Mhm.
The fact that they used the sense echo from Jedi Survivor in Ahsoka
In
this
Ahsoka
time
was
was really cool.
dope
Like
as
that,
hell.
I like that stuff.
Hell yeah.
I hope so. Yes.
This scene is so low. Like I have headphones on and it's very low.
Mm-hmm. First, I thought you said it's solo. I was like, what are you? Where?
So we're not watching Solo.
Hey, kid.
Yeah, I heard Solo too, so I was like, no, that's quite different.
Uh-oh, you about to get malt.
There's
Over
Darth
here.
Maul, so it's got to be Solo.
Yeah. Where is Daenerys Targaryen? What do you for lightsabers? I don't know if this is a hot take. I think red versus green looks way better than red versus blue.
Well, my favorite color is blue, so I'm going with red versus blue.
Fair.
And then if you want to add in the actual TV show Red versus Blue based off Halo, that's another reason why.
I feel like red versus green works really well, but blue, when it's like a darker background, is really badass.
Very much. Yeah, that's a good good way to put it, Chris. When it's in like tight, confined, like
This is
feel
why
and,
they had
like,
to give Qui-Gon green though, because this is why they gave Luke green, because it doesn't look good on the Tatooine sky.
Yeah.
You know, that's why Luke was supposed to have another blue one.
Yeah.
But they made it green because you couldn't see it.
Mhm.
I love this scene. Anakin, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm sure we will have a great relationship forever and ever.
I'm gonna cut off all your limbs, dude.
Don't
That's
try
your
it,
red.
Anakin.
I'm gonna
Don't
raise
try
your
it.
kid to kill you. All right, like that's my goal.
I'm gonna raise your kid to kill you. And don't forget me turning you into a 2-piece crispy meal from Popeye. Hello there. Oh, they're doing your boy dirty, Jordan.
I was just thinking too. By the way, when I mentioned Star Tours, an interesting thing to watch on Disney Plus is Behind the Attraction. It's a show based off, like it goes behind the rides.
Oh,
And in
cool.
season 1, they have one of Star Tours, and it kind of goes in both the old version and the new version. So that's a good way to see it too.
Oh, dope. Perfect. I will throw that on after Loki tonight. Jar Jar's feet.
It is a weirdly composed shot. Yeah.
I know. It's just supposed to be like this serious, like face to face with it too.
He's just splayed out, laying, sleeping.
See, it's just so weird. She's so motherly to him, and it's just
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I wonder if this was intentional by George to make the age difference so vast between them.
It's not vast though. She's 14 in this. The actress is 16. Padme is 14, and he's 9. So
That's
5-year gap.
That's pretty big when you're that young. That's a high school kid versus a fourth grader. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean, it's less creepy when you get to the.
For sure. Yeah. When we're into the second and third movies. Yeah.
It is funny though that like everybody knew he's gonna marry her. Like
Yeah.
in the Weird Al song, it says, he's gonna marry her someday. Like I don't know why that was known so much, even though like we didn't know the name Amidala, right? So it is interesting that, I guess, he was more open with stuff than like Disney is. Disney is more like secret. We're not telling you anything.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Was there any references to Padme and like legend stuff before that?
I don't think so.
No.
I think George just probably said we're introducing this character that he's gonna eventually be the twins' mother or something. I don't know. Like for episode 2, they used to have a thing on the website where you could watch them filming it or something, putting sets together and all that kind of stuff.
What? Dude,
Yeah. I remember watching it in like 5th grade while I'm waiting for the movie to drop.
That is awesome. Oh man, you would never see that today.
No. It was just like, lots of blue screens. He didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah. Well, I also think today there's so much of just like, yeah, we're just going to change the script on set type of stuff that it would just never be allowed.
And also
Disney doesn't always have a plan with Star Wars.
Trying to keep it secret too,
Yeah.
That's what they all do now.
I mean, they do a bad enough job at it as it is. So.
We wouldn't need scoopers though, so I mean,
that would be
let's think about that. Let's maybe put cameras on set.
Yeah, let's just peel back the curtain at this point. At least they'll be able to control the narrative.
This little kid just feels so out of place in the scene.
I don't know. Maybe I watch it too many times, but I don't I don't find him out of place.
I don't really. Well, I get what he's saying in the sense that he's just, But after this long, no, it feels very natural. But I do absolutely get what he's saying.
I love Coruscant so much.
Oh, it's. Is it my favorite? I don't know. That'd be one of those answers that changes by the day, but it's up there.
There were real people that have been fooled by Palpatine not being like.
Really, they didn't know that this was like Sidious. Wow!
Until like episode 3, and I'm like, were you not paying attention? Like, I feel like that his bottom face is like so.
It's very obvious. Yeah,
it's very obvious. And I don't think they tried to shy away from it in this either.
No, as a kid, like I was never like it wasn't like a big reveal to me. You know what I mean? And
we all knew it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had no like. I didn't watch the original Star Wars movies until after I saw this one, but even still, I was like, "Oh, that's the same voice. That's the same guy." Like, it never was something that like there was no crossed wires there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I love his robe in this. It's kind of decorative,
majestic.
Would have been funny though after all that if Chris was like, "Yeah, I didn't know that was that guy still." Like,
yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you guys talking about? So obviously, this is Padme back in the outfit there, back as the queen.
Yeah, they flip in and out a couple times.
Oh, I love the Jedi.
Oh, so
Kiadi Mundi, look at that guy. He's so cool. Oh, yeah, we're watching the fixed one where he's fixed.
Yeah, yep. I gotta say too, I know I've said this, I think, when we were talking about something on this podcast before, But it always cracks me up just thinking about like what Yoda is here, just sage counsel wise, like majestic, sort of just stoic character. And then when we see him in the original trilogy, he's just like crackhead gremlin, like you know what I mean?
Yeah. One thing I like, look at Jarl Poof behind him. Just keeps moving his neck. I've never noticed that.
He's like, "What? I'm in the shot. I'm in the shot."
He's like, I can't keep it still. I'm so glad they fixed Yoda here. His puppet was ugly as hell.
Yeah.
He didn't look like himself. He looked like older.
Yeah.
They tried to make him look younger somehow.
Mm-hmm.
All of their reactions are like eye rolls. They're like,
Yeah, they're like, whatever. Qui-Gon being Qui-Gon again.
You know, it's great. After this, watch the Tales of the Jedi episode with Dooku and Yaddle and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait till we get another season of that.
Yes. I hope they're a little
I wonder
longer.
if they'll do Tales of the Sith first, though.
Here we go. This was Keira Knightley, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's Padme. Okay.
That is, I was going to say, no, that is Portman. Yeah.
From far away, she looked like she was the double.
Yeah, it did.
It's got to be hard to walk with that thing on your head.
Yeah. Well, the makeup is such a good deterrent, too, in terms of like not being able to tell which one it is.
Feel sorry for Chancellor Valorum.
A tragedy as a good.
Ian McDiarmid is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so obvious he's that emperor stick up the butt thing. Like he could never sit down comfortably. If I have to be uncomfortable forever, Vader has to be in agonizing pain.
Yeah. I wonder what the influence was, like the main influence was for Padme's outfits in this movie, like culture-wise.
Probably something Chinese.
That's what I was like. Yeah, like.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
Show us the ETs. Where are they at?
Yeah. Yes.
Will you defer your motion to allow permission to explore the validity of your accusations?
I will not defer. I come before you to resolve this attack on our sovereignty now. I was not elected to watch my people suffer and in a committee.
I love how the little things look like donuts.
Capable of action.
The things are on. Yeah.
Yeah. They look like pool donuts.
I move by a band of near competence.
Just swimming in the air.
Do you think she realizes she got played at some point?
Later on, for sure.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yay! It's going to be me.
Me.
What happens if he loses and didn't get it?
Like, again, it's just one of those things, man. Like the whole butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Shit.
He calls
Yeah,
it something else to do another vote of no confidence. He's like,
Yeah.
I gotta do it again.
Hey, he's got to get his unlimited How
But that's why he picked Naboo, right? I mean, because he's from Naboo, so he's able to kind of be like, make them feel sorry for me. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
the vote, right? Like,
Yeah,
that's what's so
exactly. The
smart about
sympathy
it.
vote works every time. Be right back, fellas.
Yep.
love me some Yoda?
But a welcome one.
I love the flying cars in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good vibe. Pretty young to get started training.
Well, he's pretty old, actually.
No, I meant Anakin.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they say Anakin's too old.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're gonna keep going in that room till they get what they want.
Well, you're gonna be a problem, Anakin.
What a real problem.
Now it's my turn to excuse myself.
All right. Shifts.
Yeah, it's the problem with live streams.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Pretty fun way to spend the evening, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope anybody who does watch this, kind of gets that from it. It's not meant to be director's commentary here. Like we said, it's just kind of a couple friends hanging out after a long day of work and just watching some Star Wars and relax.
Good vibes only.
Facts. It's also a little different doing this as opposed to doing watch-alongs for new stuff. Like with Ahsoka, when you're just on the edge of your seat, like waiting for every single thing to happen. It's a little different. With this, we've seen it. So I know you haven't watched it in a while, but like me and Jordan have seen it so many times that it's, it's tough to find new things when we're resorting to the point of pointing out modern toys in the background of scenes. It's like
So in space, would ships actually make a sound?
In real life, no,
that's
but
above
that'd
my
be
pay.
boring on the movie. Yeah.
Imagine that everything's just silent.
I love that line, especially when we know what happens with the Clone Wars after this.
Yes. I can't fight a war for you, but I can.
Obi-Wan's like, now that Qui-Gon's out of the picture, let's fight that war.
What's that war you were talking about earlier? Yeah, let's come back to that.
Let's go back to that.
I haven't been able to get the war thing out of my mind. I really feel like we should circle back around.
Let's get Jar Jar in the war too.
Yeah,
Give him
put Jar
5
Jar in
episode
there.
arc.
You know what? Let's give Anakin his own apprentice too. Let's just find this random girl and we'll throw her right in the front lines too. We'll give her a little lightsaber. It's cool.
What is she, 13? Perfect age to fight a war.
I was fighting wars when I was 11.
Yeah. Back in my day, I was 9 years old blowing up Trade Federation ships.
Kids are soft today. And Ben Solo is just like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
At 9 years old. Hold my beer. Or however old he was. Yeah, however old he was in the sequels. Or in the flashbacks in the sequels, I should say.
I love having like these ancient statues in pieces here, just to like it goes back even further. You know, like I really like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's again just starting to establish that that sort of there's so much more out there in the lore and all the things that we
Yeah.
end up getting.
I'm Queen Amidala of the Nabu. I come before you in peace.
You shall bring him to life. You shall all go.
We have searched you out because we wish
Just
to
a bunch
call
of jacked
Madala.
Jar Jars.
I am Queen Amidala. This is
I've
my
been
princess,
faking this whole time.
my loyal bodyguard. I'm sorry for my deception, but it was necessary to protect myself.
You have like Scooby in the gang, like ripping off masks. Like, let's see who's really under here now.
The Great Federation has destroyed all the people so hard to build.
Gilbert Gottfried.
All the love.
What?
No, I beg you. We are your humble servants. Our fate is in your hand.
That's not very Daenerys Targaryen of you.
Torch them.
Yeah, she was just. Yeah, I was gonna say these things would not have heads anymore. It'd be
Riding in on
like-
her Gungan, blowing some up.
That's how I make new friends at the bar. Maybe we some new friends.
He's got a cactus on his head. No.
I love the grenades too that the Gungans or that the that the Gungans all have and stuff.
The sphere with like the electrolyte in it.
Yeah, yeah.
This scene reminds me of like the drunk uncle at like Thanksgiving, like leaning on you too much and you're like trying to get
Yeah.
away.
I'm proud of you, kid. You're doing great things. Okay, I leave.
I just love Boss Nass walking over mid conversation and he just looks so happy. Like, what are we talking about, guys?
What's up, guys? What's up? What are we doing? Yeah, battle. Yep.
We can enter the city using the secret passages on the waterfall. Once we get to the main entrance, Captain Panaka will
Ah, back to that waterfall that they had to do.
Yeah. So I guess kind of setting up.
Yeah.
that the Viceroy will be lost and confused. What do you think, Master Jedi?
Viceroy will be well known. The difficulty is getting into the throne. Once we're inside, we shouldn't have to bother. There is a possibility with this diversion, many Gungans will be killed. It's already to do our son, father.
We have a plan. We should come over with the droid army. We will send what pilots we have to knock out the droid control ship on the planet.
Well, the same plan. However, there's great risk. The weapons on your fighters are more chemistry. He's an even bigger danger. If the Viceroy escapes, he will return, not the droid army.
Well, that is why we must not fail to get the Viceroy. Everything depends on it.
I just love
Like,
this
how do-
like walking hollow thing here.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah,
I love this thing.
it's awesome. Like, how do you not know that that's him? Like,
You kind of look like the senator that's has pictures up everywhere around here.
yeah,
It's like your local representative,
yeah.
Chancellor
Who, this
Palpatine.
guy?
Yeah, that
Or no,
guy. You're him.
so- they're like, he looks like somebody, but I can't put my finger. And the sign's up right behind
Yeah,
him.
it's like one of those faces, I guess, that just looks so familiar.
Yeah, you have a very recognizable face.
He's just like, I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Everyone says I look like Senator Palpatine. I totally understand. We only got 30 minutes left.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that the fight happens like right at the end.
Mm-hmm. Well, because things really start to move quick after the pod racing
Yeah.
thing. It's like one thing after the other. Avengers Infinity War 2018.
Mm-hmm. Thanos ain't getting through with his
Nope.
Outriders.
Nope. Literally always what I think of when I watch this. Or I should say what I thought of when I first watched
Infinity
or every
War.
time that I watch Infinity War, I should say. Like, that had to be what they're pulling the homage from. Like, what else could it be?
Yeah. I love that. Like Marcus and McFeely are like, we love Phantom Menace so much, we're gonna take that right out of there.
Yeah, we'll take that. Chris, the breathing's coming in heavy.
Self-conscious. I bet I have a good string of health lately because lately it's just been rough.
I hear you, bro.
Yeah, like this hangar is where you land in on one of the Star Tours rides. It's like great.
Oh, okay.
Or something similar to it, you know.
This shit's about to get real. Well, I mean, it's already getting real, but it's about to get really, really, really real.
I wish I knew what R2 was saying right there. If he was like, put me down. Get me out of this thing. My favorite ship in Star Wars are these. The N1
Yeah, these are-
Naboo Starfighters. These are my
Yes,
favorite.
Yellow is my least favorite color, but they are pretty slick.
And the fact they brought it back for Mando is like chef kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Phase 4, Multiverse Saga? Is that what they said? I like seeing this in Jedi Survivor too. You know, like they use this to like bring out more droids. It looks awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There they are.
This is really when movies change. You have this using the CG droids. You have Lord of the Rings right after this too, with the Uruk-hai that they CG.
Mm-hmm. It's the beginning of a different time in the sci-fi.
Yeah.
Slash fantasy.
I love that. Oh, this scene, so cool.
Perfect synchronization.
Yeah.
And the march right along. Oh, it's just classic, man. Oh, shit. We thought that would stop him.
I freaking love those shields.
When
They're
does
cool.
Thor, Rocket, and Groot show up?
Yeah. Bring me Sidious. I am Groot. Hello there. Hello there.
I am Obi-Wan.
I am Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Here it is.
Oh, baby.
This was the start of a chapter on the DVD I would go to all the time. Like, click.
Mhm. Oh,
We'll take a long way.
Just imagining them being like, thank
Whoa.
God they're handling it.
yeah, okay, yeah, good deal. All right, we'll go do the other thing.
Destroy us.
Shit, no, all right, go back to the other guy. We'll deal with him instead.
Oh, yeah.
The double lightsaber is just so freaking cool.
So cool. Can't wait to buy it.
How many lightsabers do you have now, Ron?
3. Yeah, I got the NeoPixel from from No Free Ads. I got it from them. I got that other one, the just the regular RGB one, and I got the Ray Black Series one as well. I was actually just gonna say I'm surprised that they haven't done a Black Series of Maul Saber. Like that feels like a layup. Like that thing would sell like hotcakes.
I think they have it as a legacy one that you could find at like Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, really?
They had like Ahsoka's 2 as well. Like, oh my God. I wanted to buy so many.
Mm,
This Obi-Wan, though, is my favorite. The one that he
Yes.
has.
yeah, I remember
In
you
this
telling us
movie.
that. Yeah, the first movie.
I've been using it in Jedi Survivor. I got his from like the pre-order or whatever.
Nice. The sabers look so pretty in this scene too, man. Like just peak.
I like this like fake out here. Like, ooh.
So pretty. There's a lot going on in this movie.
Surely at least one of these droid shots will hit.
Honestly, it would be better. Star Wars would be better if they hit sometimes.
No.
It's almost become part of the charm. Like at this point, it would feel weird seeing a droid just take somebody out and be like, the whole battle would just stop. Be like, what? We got one.
Characters look at the camera like, what?
Yeah, ho. Wait, was that supposed to happen?
Here you go. He's gonna hit some people with this though.
Yeah, this is dope. This is like this is the kind of goofy they should have done Jar Jar as throughout the whole movie. Like his whole role in this part of like just like being goated but doing it in like the most ridiculous way possible.
Yeah.
Like between this and the stuff when he's on the tank and everything,
Yeah.
like it's great. It's great.
That's one of those moments where like you're technically right?
Yeah.
That's not what he meant.
Yeah. It's like like with your kid, it's like, well, you
Yeah.
told me. It's like, yeah, I did, but I didn't mean that way.
But I didn't mean like blow up the ship. But good job, I guess.
And fly the ship into literal space and fight a bunch of other ships. Like, oh god.
I love the droids kneeling too.
Yeah.
This was a level in the PS1 game too.
Yep. They pretty much did everything in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was.
I just remember like going out on the ledge and like having to like zip up or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that game, dude. This game was so fun. So fun.
Boom, boom.
Really, it's amazing they don't have any like safety inspectors where they're like, you need railing.
Yeah, maybe some kind of preventative measures here. Yeah.
Like even for the maintenance workers, like that's probably all that's usually down here. But like if you
Yeah.
fall, you're done. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like what
You
the
trip.
hell? Plus, these viceroys ain't no spring chickens. You know, one
Yeah.
wrong step, they're going off the side of that thing. Love it. The meditating. Building tension. Lots of tension.
Now, why would you ever deactivate the lightsaber though?
Don't know. Maybe.
It's not like they run on battery. So like,
shit, I only have 35% left.
I gotta turn it off. Low power mode. I kind of get it stylistically, but I mean, like on here, I'd be like, I'm keeping my it's one less half second I need to press something.
Exactly.
When the thing goes
Yeah. It was meant to be kind of like that cool, like guy standing in front of the tank moment.
Yeah.
You know. Like, let's go, Jar Jar.
Like accidentally good.
Yeah. Like this is the type of stuff he should have been doing the whole time.
This is like so. I can see where he was inspired. This is like so 1930s, like Chaplin, Groucho Marx type of thing.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
Within the background, yeah. And then just totally eats it. Just zero, just like not even just all right, fine.
We tried, guys.
You got us. We're like, that was way easier than expected. Me driving a car for the first time in 15 years.
Student driver.
God, he's so cool. Oh.
Be a pretty good time for that, like, Flash Force.
Yeah.
It's like timing stuff on like a platformer. Like, okay, I gotta get through this part right here.
Yeah. Oh. You ever see the video where Sam Witwer explains the fight with Obi-Wan and Maul from Rebels?
Yeah. It's so good.
So good. He is like, I love that dude. He's so great.
When he
Like, I don't
talks
even
about the
know
poses he goes through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how Maul makes the move that, like,
He does,
he's
yeah.
like, okay, you're making the move Qui-Gon did, but no, he was.
I got you, man. Yeah.
Yep.
I actually saw that on TikTok, actually.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
This is when that worked so well, having the double.
Yeah. Gotcha, bitch. But it's a double fake out.
Yeah. We got you.
It's not a trap, but they know it's a trap.
It's like the coach from The Waterboy. Like when he's throwing up the plays, he pretends to fake.
You're looking around like, what just happened?
Yeah. You just got jammed.
Oh, the Parks and Rec 5.
There we go. I'm glad somebody got it. You just got jammed.
Love that show.
So good. And of course, we have to mention the Patton Oswalt Avengers.
Star Wars crossover,
which he was right about, by the way, with Boba Fett.
Yep.
Crawling out of the Sarlacc pit. It's the glove of Boba Fett. What does he say? He's like, from the maw of the Rancor.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude. Oh.
And there goes my favorite lightsaber.
R.I.P.
No!
Yeah. Jordan's
I
just
cried.
at the bottom with a baseball glove. Like,
I cried more at that than Qui-Gon.
For the record, I would totally be down if they did an episode of Tales from the Jedi about that saber. So, in The Walking Dead, they did something called the Red Machete. It was like an online series, and in season 5, like the main character. Oh, you watched Walking Dead, didn't you?
I watched like the first 6, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So the machete, Rick's red machete.
Yeah.
After he loses that, they do a web series of like all of the different people who find that machete over, like, and it kind of like comes back to itself. It's like really cool. It'd be dope if they did something like that with its lightsaber.
That was almost the opening of episode 7 with Luke's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anakin already started his murder spree right here.
Yep. He's like, that felt really good, man.
I treated them like animals. I slaughtered them.
I'm a killer machine.
I have the taste for blood.
What is he doing here? Just showing off? Like what?
Yeah, this is his arrogance getting the best of him. He could have literally just threw his lightsaber down right on top of him and just ended him right there.
And Obi-Wan doesn't take his own advice. He's like, I know he has the high ground, but I'm better than him. So
yeah.
Boom.
I have the high ground, Anakin.
I was so sad, 7-year-old me. I was like, I'm never going to see Darth Maul again.
Little did you know.
Little did I know. Exactly. The best was yet to come.
Qui-Gon held on for a while there.
Yeah, he did. So you mean to tell me Sabine can survive a lightsaber stab?
It's Star Wars.
I would train him myself, but I have contractual obligations during the filming of the second movie.
That ship looks like a big butter knife.
Obi-Wan looking fresh as hell here too with the white.
Yeah. Love that line.
Asshole. Like, just such a dick.
He looks such like a 16th century pilgrim right here too.
Yeah, he really does.
Like his outfit.
Yeah.
He could be a Monty Python right now.
Yeah, right.
My question is, was it an African swallow or a European swallow?
I don't know. These are the questions.
I love the idea of like Yoda being like, guys, can we have the room? Like,
Yeah.
in this Naboo palace.
Yeah.
Can we just have this room real quick?
The room, give us. He's like, no.
Agree with you, the council does.
How could it ever go wrong?
Sigh.
There's the PowerPoint transition again.
Yeah. Such a somber feeling ending to the movie too. Like,
Well, a little bit. They throw a party in the streets right after this.
which does feel a little weird. But I mean, I just, the way that I kind of took it is like the like the party after the funeral sort of thing, like where everybody, yeah.
The wake, but they're like having a jam.
Yeah.
Throwing a parade that you're dead.
Yeah. Goodbye, Toby. Goodbye,
Must be
Toby. Toby.
The master or the apprentice. He's like 5 feet away.
Yeah. You know he can hear you, right?
That would have been great if he just had a smile on his face right there.
Yeah, that would have been. That would have been.
Yeah, Mace Windu is one of my favorite parts of the prequels.
Yeah. They let him do way more in the next two, thankfully.
C.O. Bibble, look at it. He's holding the thing, whatever that thing is.
He's getting his moment to literally shine right now.
They got him a little Jedi haircut.
Yeah, his little braid.
CC10. Even Pell. Yoda.
Tyrion Lannister. All right, this thing's getting
Very
hot.
good
So
Game of Thrones tonight.
Yeah. What is this supposed to represent? Just them living together in harmony?
Yeah, I think so.
Wish we knew what that was more though. Like,
yeah, like what specifically that thing is. Yeah.
reminiscent of like a Super Bowl parade. They're like, here's the Lombardi.
yeah. Yay.
Written and directed by George Lucas.
Boom. And so the menace phantomed.
And Phantom. he did. So, Chris, first watch after a while. What are your thoughts?
Okay. I think I enjoyed it more with the hangout element. The pod racing stuff never really jived with me.
Still not for you.
I love the
I get it.
lightsaber stuff. I like a lot of the action. Um, it's just the kiddiness of this movie. It just doesn't jive with me the way that a lot of Star Wars does.
Mhm. Yeah, understandable for sure. It's
It's not my favorite movie.
yeah. No, I hear you. You're wrong, but I hear you. No. No, I definitely get where you're coming from in terms of a lot of the camp felt very out of place, especially because a lot of it did feel serious otherwise. Dealing with such heavy topics like slavery and all this, and obviously everything else that's going on.
This movie lacks tone. There's no tone to this movie. It's all over the place.
I would disagree with that. I think it actually is balanced pretty darn well, and closer to. I think this is the closest New Hope ever since. I think actually. Yeah, maybe Jar Jar's a little over the top at times, but I felt like 3PO was kind of seen that way too in the original. So, and I know some of that's nostalgia. I'm a little nostalgia blinded, I think, but every time I watch this movie, I like it more though. Like, it's not like I'm full. Like, I've gone through my phase where I was kind of sick of it because I had watched it so much at one point, and I kind of stopped watching it for a bit. And then, just kicking around, watching it once I got my Blu-rays and stuff again. It was, a movie that I've enjoyed each time I've watched it. I think the political depth of it is something that I appreciate as well. And I think this has a better balance of tone as well than something like Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith. I think Revenge of the Sith goes too dark at times in the sense of like the tone. Like, it doesn't have the freewheeling fun that this one has at times.
The Star Wars charm.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely fair. This one definitely, I think it. I mean, for me, yes, I'm trying to think of in an objective sense, like if there's any that I could really put above it. But I think this might be the most rewatchable one, in my opinion. Like it is a lot of like very lighthearted at times. It's got that, like you said, that kind of Star Wars free form fun thing. It's the one that's easiest to kind of put on in the background and just like enjoy while you're fiddling around doing other stuff, to like hop in for Duel of the Fates or just, these kind of epic scenes that you want to see. And if you don't like the pod racing, just do like you do and skip
Young
over
Jordan. And skip over it. I don't know why, but I get the feeling this would be a great movie to watch while decorating the Christmas tree. Like, I don't know why, but like, because it's like you said, it's something you can have on while you're just doing stuff, and like the vibe is more lighthearted than like if I'm putting up decorations for Christmas at Revenge of the Sith. And I'm like,
Rogue One.
Look, kid, this is what happens if you're naughty. Like, you get obliterated by Darth Vader. It's a little bit more happy tone. I could see myself decorating the tree to this.
Facts, for sure. Yeah, I love it. It will forever always be my favorite Star Wars movie, and ain't nothing changing that.
I love that you love it. I don't hate it.
We'll convert him at some point. Don't worry. We'll
convert
you at some point.
Come on, I've already gone a pretty far away with you.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Do you feel it now, Mr.
Krabs? Shout out to me meeting Darth Maul again. There we go.
Ooh, nice. Had to slip that one in there. I respect it.
Just scrolled up and saw it, and I was like, I'm going to share that again. But no, this was fun. It was fun to revisit this movie. It's been Maybe like 2 months since I watched it, but um it was nice to revisit again and then watch it for the first time with other people like this, you know. Usually I'm watching it by myself or with my wife, you know, and she's not really paying attention most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's nice to like just kind of share this experience. So
Yeah, no,
thank you for the idea, Ron.
Yeah, no, my pleasure, dude. It was a blast. I hope whoever watches this also kind of had fun with us. Didn't take us too seriously. Like I said, we were all just kind of three guys hanging out here after a long day and chopping it up with some Star Wars. So, if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed too.
Yeah, now we get to go watch Loki and finish out this. Well, not finish it, but you know, the penultimate episode of the season.
Yes, cannot wait.
Yeah, Loki is getting nutty.
Yeah. Phantom Menace? We'll try to do Attack of the Clones sometime. You know, we're going to try to go in order here.
Yeah, we'll get it. You know, it won't be an every other week thing, but you know, we'll get around to all of these in time. It's not like any of us are going to be losing interest in Star Wars anytime soon. So
right. Actually, like a month from now, I'm like, I'm kind of over it.
You know what? Yeah. There's just a picture of me putting all my lightsabers in the trash.
Star Wars fan no more as you're walking away from it.
Yeah. Kathleen Kennedy has pushed me over the edge.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, that was fun. I guess just some plugging real quick. If you haven't listened to the post-credit scenes episode that I did with my friend Logan, that is up. There might be
great
something
episode,
else.
by the way. I enjoyed it.
Did you listen to it? You liked it?
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it.
Awesome.
It was very good.
Thank you.
So you also listened to it out there.
Yeah. See, Ron. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, my post-credit scene for this was for sure the final scene. I think was Darth Maul surviving, so that way it kind of sets it up. And then
why do you think I said it was good?
Yeah, I forget what the first one was because I had two for this. I thought, but
it was the first one. I think you said was setting up the clone army.
Yeah, it's with Sifo Dyas. Yeah, that was my first one I ever thought of. Actually, when I was writing this, I was like, "Oh, I love that." Because I love the story behind it. I auditioned for Wheel of Fortune Star Wars edition.
Oh shit!
Had to make a video and everything, and I had I actually did an audition where I had to do Wheel of Fortune. Did not get in, but they one of the questions is have a Star Wars fact that other people may not know, and mine was how Sifo Dyas, who does the Clone Army, was originally going to be called Sido Diaz, and it was supposed to be a reference to Darth Sidious, but instead was changed to its own character of Sifo Dyas. I was like, I'm sure other Star Wars fans know that, but not like your like casual Star Wars fan that's like gonna watch Wheel of Fortune. So I was like, there you go. It got me a couple set of interviews with them, and then I just I guess I wasn't good enough at the actual game that they make you play to get picked. But yeah,
that's all right. Pat Sajak, we're coming for your ass, bro.
He's retiring. Now I have to go for Seacrest. I have to.
Oh God, we ain't never getting in there.
But no, so that was like the first idea I had for this post-credit scene. But yeah, so I'm working on something top secret with my friend Logan. That we're hinting at maybe. I want to record a few of them in the books before I announce it, just in case. So I'm not saying it on here.
The thing we talked about.
Yes. Yeah. So, I don't want to say anything on the air right now, but just keep your eyes peeled for something maybe in chronological order that we will get to. But yeah, so that was a lot of fun doing the end credit scene. I think we may have stumbled into another idea of doing what if stories. We'll see if we actually do it.
Sign me up for that one.
That's been fun. So hopefully people check that out. I'm covering Loki over on the Marvel podcast. Ron was just on there talking Spider-Man 2, the video game, and we also talked that Variety article that had just dropped. And then Chris and I have been doing Elseworlds, a DC fan podcast, where we talked about a Flash drought. Are we going to get less Flash content due to the movie bombing and the TV show ending. That episode should be coming up this weekend. So there you go. There's my plugs.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you all for watching or listening along with us here. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll catch you next time for Attack of the Clones.